And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
Hey everyone, welcome. In this video we're going to be having a look at the problem that BBC have in regards to understanding what the word persuaded means, as they seem to be confusing it with the word harass, coerce and bully. Lurgy, how can missing 5 million be persuaded to have the jab? Now, we'll go through this. They've started off with a completely fabricated story, in my honest opinion, but let me know what you think, and then we'll have a look at why I think they've got a major problem with this 5 million to be persuaded. Now, this is a story that the BBC have found from a girl who's changed her name to protect her identity because she's worried she'll receive abuse. She's called Amelia. She's 34 and has had about 4 months since she was offered it to now and still hasn't picked it up. She says, are we ready for this? I do feel guilty, Amelia says. I never mentioned it to anyone because I think they'll judge me or think I'm an anti-jibby jabber. It does feel like I'm hiding from everyone. I am healthy and young, and therefore why do you need to get it? And I don't like putting things in my body. It's fair enough, isn't it? Your body, your choice. She says, recalling refusing a flu jab when pregnant, I was fine, so I guess I think I'll be fine with lurgy. I know I should get the vaccine. Do you really? Do you? It seems like you're saying the words, but you're not actually getting it, are you? Maybe you shouldn't. Just a thought. I thought I had built up the courage to do it on a few occasions, but then I saw something on social media which scarred me and I couldn't. I'm petrified. Now, I'd like to say at this point, there's no evidence of what she was shown on social media, so it could have been something like, I don't know, official figures. Now, to me that screams false flag. Screams it. Because it's got all of the buzzwords in there, hasn't it? Anti-jibby jabber. Judged me. I was fine, so I guess I'll be fine. The same old rubbish. Now here's where I think they've come up against a problem. They actually think that it's a viable option to coerce. Now, if you're not too sure, they're saying 5 million people still aren't jibby-jabbed. Whereas further down in the article, they actually say exactly how many people are yet to receive a jibby-jabby is unknown. How do they not know that? I'll tell you why, because they don't know how many people are in the country. It could be millions and millions and millions and millions more, but they're guessing. But the government estimates it's around 5 million people aged 16 and over in England, 11% of the population, according to the government. So you take that with a pinch of salt, like I'm doing, I'm sure. So here's the problem where I have. They question, so how do you convince someone to have the jibby-jabby? And this is where it gets dark, and it shows you exactly what they mean by persuade. Identifying a person's trigger motivation is seen as highly effective way of tackling jibby-jabby skepticism or indifference. What they mean by that, trigger motivation, is they find out if you like kids, they'll use kids against you. If you like animals, they'll use animals against you. If you like your grandparents, they'll use your grandparents against you. That's what trigger motivation means. This can be a wide range of things, says cognitive psychologist Stefan Lewandowski from Bristol University. Bristol again. Research suggests reminding people of the common good, moral policing, protecting a grandparent or parent, see what I mean? Helps them realise they have a social responsibility and they may be more willing. How about this one? The social responsibility is to yourself and your loved ones. If you decide to get it, all well and good, but you finding things that can be used to attack them is not going to get the desired result. This is the problem that we've got at the moment, isn't it? They think that persuade means find your little weakness so they can prod at it and prod at it and prod at it until you do as you're told. Now here comes the problem though, everyone. Out of the people that are unjibby-jabbed, a large percent of them are BAME. So how are they going to attack unjibby-jabbed and not be racist? See what I mean by this? So this just seems to be the desperate to figure out a way to force people without it being seen as racist. Am I wrong on that one?
What about discriminating people that can't get the vax because of medical reasons?
Well, they actually state that that number is very, 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 very rare. Very small.
I know 5 people.
Yeah, I know quite a few people as well, but yeah.
Crazy.
It's a joke. It's not persuasion in any way, shape or form.
No, it's mentally draining someone.
Yeah. It's flogging a dead horse. Is it not? Poking them with a stick.
Yeah.
How do they think this is going to pull off? I don't know. And this is where I think they've got a problem, is because of the amount of people that aren't jibby-jabby. I'd say it's probably about 50-50 in regards to race and demographics. So I don't know what they're going to do at the minute. I think they're desperate, but I think we're at an impasse at the moment. I think everyone that could have took the jibby-jabby has done by now. Everyone that wanted to take the jibby-jabby has done by now, and there's probably no one left that can be coerced into taking the jibby-jabby.
Unless you run them down far enough.
Even then,
I don't know. Some people.
we've had 16 and over. Everyone's been offered the jibby-jabby. If you hadn't took it by now, are you ever gonna?
Good point. Yeah, are they gonna go and get it now just because?
Yeah. And forcing like this is just going to enforce a lot of the people don't want it in the first place. Does make it sound like we're going to be targets though, doesn't it? But anyway, let me know what you think, everyone. Do you think they're at an impasse like I do? Do you think they're going to be able to get any more? Do you think these threats are ever going to work? Because they've been trying them for 18 months. If you haven't had it by now, I don't think you're going to.
They're just at a standstill, aren't they? And they're just trying anything, basically.
And it does show you that your body, your choice only matters for certain things, doesn't it? Because obviously your body doesn't have a choice when it comes to the jibby-jabby. If they're trying to get the last few people, what's it matter if you're protected? Just a thought. Stay sane, everyone. I'll see you on the next one.